guess all we have to do is add on to the back of this thing. We're gonna build some brackets that will accept that and that, and that should be it. So this is one of those things where, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure of my abilities building something like this, just because I've never done it before. I'm not very familiar with the design or how to put one of these things together with the quick hitch here. But it's one of those times where pretty much all you can do is do your best and hope for the best, and that's what we're going to do here. So I'm working on cleaning off these pieces of channel iron that have like a ton of concrete dust on them. I don't know, but I'm wearing that respirator, and I'm really glad I was, because, you know, as I'm running that angle grinder, I'm looking around and there's just clouds and clouds and clouds of that dust everywhere, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I bet it would really suck to have to breathe all this stuff in. Oh, look at that. That fits perfectly. That fits perfectly, YouTube. Check it out. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I was very, very pleased with how well these fit. I mean, it slid over the paw on this thing absolutely perfectly, but, you know, it's like they say, if you just do your best with something, you can really be surprised at how well it can turn out. So once I'd gotten these things tacked up, I basically just started in on getting them completely welded out. Now I got the plasma cutter set. Yeah, that's it, the plasma cutter. I got the I got our machine set to about a pulse frequency of 300 hertz, 300 cycles per second, which is just insanely fast. And it's a 210 amp machine, and I've just got the pedal to the floor pretty much constantly. Unit took it like a champ. And, you know, using the lay wire technique and the high-speed pulse TIG, we actually made really, really quick work of this, and we put down some welds that I was pretty pleased with. I think they're going to be insanely strong and definitely hold up the weight that this loader can lift. I've never had to hitch anything up with this skid steer style attachment system, but it took me a couple tries, but it really wasn't that bad. Basically, I just scooped it up with those top sides of the mount, and then once I had this attached to the front of the loader, basically all I had to do is to push down these levers here, which lock the lower pins in place, and just like that, our brand new forklift attachment is on there. But the tractor, I was able to pick it up with one fork, and I think that was a real test of our design, because that was more than half the weight that this thing is designed to pick up, and it didn't really have any issues with that. Now, this lathe weighs approximately a ton, so I'm told when I buy it, and I believe it. I haven't actually weighed it though, so take that with a grain of salt. However, the tractor certainly felt it. Like I said, this should be about 2,000 pounds or so, and it was a little bit of a strain on it, but not much, and I was able to pick it up, then I just scooted it over, and once that was out of the way, I just put the mill back approximately where I found it, and I kind of had to guesstimate this. Like I said, I used to work at a warehouse where I used to drive forklifts, and so I'm kind of used to using the forks with that, and I've been driving tractors since I was like 10 or 11. So for me right now, it's really just sort of a refresher in both. I'm working without a spotter, which would have been ideal, and just getting the feel for combining the two, because that's not really something I've done before. But I'm completely and totally pleased with the way these forks turned out. Really couldn't have gone much better. I'd like to sincerely thank you guys for watching.